Hello friends, welcome you again to STUDY247. So today I am going to discuss the world geography section, and this section I will be discussing today the only solar system part. It's complete solar system explanation, and at the end of the session there will be some best one-liner questions and answer, and these questions will be very important for your TPSC combined TCS, TPS, SSC or any other exam. So those who have enrolled our WhatsApp group, thank you each and everyone, and let's start the session. So the solar system, what is actually the solar system? The solar system consists of the sun and its 8 main planets, their satellite, asteroids, comets, meteors and other dwarf planets. The sun is at the one of the two centers of the solar system, and the planet revolving around it in elliptical orbit. Remember, it always move in elliptical orbits only. Let us take a look at some quick facts about the solar system. The closest planet to the sun is Mercury, and the furthest one is Neptune. Pluto is a dwarf planet, and it is no more a planet, relegated from its status as the 9th planet. The 8 planets of the solar system are Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus and Neptune. So how to remember these planets in ascending or descending order, because it is very important to remember in some way, so that questions may come which is the 9th, which is the 8th, or which is the 8th planet. So here is a tricks for you. Let's look. You can remember the order using this mnemonic. So the planets are, first one is Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune. So this is the tricks for you. You just remember the sentence. My very energetic mother just showed us the night sky. So my, here is the first word is alphabet is my, and M stands for Mercury. Just like that, you just remember the entire sequence. Very, Venus, energetic, E for Earth, and next mother, M for Mars, just J for Jupiter, showed, S for Saturn, us, U for Uranus, and night sky, N for Neptune. So here is another trick for you. Just look at this. Meri wali every morning jokes sunati hai. Just you can remember this sentence also. It's very easy to remember. Meri wali every morning jokes sunati hai. You just anyway learn this sentence. You can just answer any questions in a sequence. Now the sun. The sun is the primary source of energy for life on earth, as we all know. It is the closest star to the earth, about 150 million kilometers from earth. The temperature of the sun's visible surface, that is photosphere, is about 6000 degrees Celsius. This numeric value is very important. Just make a note of all this. That is what is the sun's temperature? That is 6000 degrees Celsius. However, the outer layer of the sun's atmosphere, known as the corona, is on an average about 2 million degrees Celsius. The core of the sun is the center and is about 15 million degrees Celsius. The sun is made up of 73% hydrogen and 25% of helium. It is also has trace amount of oxygen, carbon, iron and other natural elements. It is classified as G-type main sequence star. It is about 4.6 billion years old and will continue to shine for another 5 billion years. After that, it will grow into a red giant and then finally end its life as a white dwarf. Now about the planets. As I already told you there are 8 planets in the solar system. So these are classified as inner planets and outer planets. Now what are the inner planets? Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars. These are also known as terrestrial planet or rocky planets. These are denser and have a shorter periods of revolution. Next, the outer planets, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune. These are also known as gas giant or gaseous planet. They are big in size and have a longer period of revolution. Jupiter is the biggest planet in the solar system and Mercury is the smallest. Just remember this last sentence, Jupiter is the biggest and Mercury is the smallest. Now the Mercury, the closest planet to the Sun. Orbits the Sun the quickest, no significant atmosphere, rotation period is longer than its orbital, that is revolution period, no natural satellites. Spacecraft to Mercury, Mariner 10, Messenger, Bepi Colombo, that is the upcoming one, can be seen from the Earth only before sunrise and after sunset. So these are the some of the quick facts about Mercury. Next is your Venus, known as Earth's twin. So these nicknames are also very important. Just questions may come like which planet is known as Earth's twin? So answer will be very easy, Venus. But you have to learn all these things. Next, the longest rotation period of any planet is also Venus. Rotation period is longer than its orbital revolution period. And the next hottest planet in the solar system is also Venus. Dense atmosphere of gases and chemicals including sulfuric acid clouds revolves around the sun in a clockwise manner while most other revolves in anti-clockwise. So I have just mentioned you only the most important facts about all the planets. So I request you to kindly make a note of all these things. Second brightest natural object in the night sky, that is after moon, is the Venus and can be seen from Earth only before sunrise, that is morning star, and after sunset, evening star. That's why Venus is also known as morning star as well as evening star. No natural satellite is found there. First planet visited by a spacecraft to Venus, Mariner 2, Venera 2 and Magellan, just like many are there, etc. Next, the most important, that is Earth. You should know very well about Earth as we all live in there. Earth, the only planet in the solar system to be known to support life because we live there, has water in all 3 states, that is liquid, solid, gas. Gases present in Earth atmosphere are nitrogen, hydrogen, oxygen, carbon dioxide, etc. And the most abundant one is nitrogen, about 78%. It takes 23 hours 56 minutes 46 seconds to rotate around its axis. It takes 365.26 days to revolve around the sun. The ozone layer present in the Earth atmosphere protects us from ultraviolet rays, because ultraviolet rays can cause skin cancer or any type of cancer. Moon is the only natural satellite of the Earth. Now here just one bold line is there, you can see it takes 23 hours 56 minutes 46 seconds. Just remember or learn these things. And the next important one is 365.26 days. We know that 365 days makes 1 year, but what about 0.26 days? This 0.26 days is added, and after every 4th year we have the 29 days in February. This 26.26 days makes one more day in every 4 years, that is known as leap year. Now about Mars, known as the red planet due to presence of iron rich red soil. Despite its red color, it is cold because it has lost most of its atmosphere. Phobos and Deimos are the 2 moons of Mars. Has polar ice caps and trace of subterrestrial liquid water has been found. Has the largest moon volcano and the second tallest mountain in the solar system, Mons Olympus. Just remember this name, Mons Olympus. Spacecraft to Mars, Mariner 4 2001 Mars Odyssey, and Mars Orbiter mission that was by India, that is also known as MOM, M-O-M, MOM, and MAVEN, etc. Rovers on Mars, Opportunity, Curiosity, Spirit. This all things are already decommissioned. Now the Jupiter. As I have already told you that it is the largest planet of the solar system, has 2.5 times of mass of all other planets put together. Just imagine. Has the shortest rotation period, has a giant primary composed of hydrogen and helium with no discernible solid surface, has a giant storm 3 times the diameter of the earth since 1831 called the Great Red Spot, has a faint ring around it, has 67 moons, 4 largest moons discovered by Galileo, Ganymede, largest moon in the solar system, bigger than Mercury, Callisto, low, volcanic, Europa, has water ice, mission to Jupiter, Galileo and Juno, that is the upcoming one. Now about Saturn, second largest planet in the solar system. Its density is less than the water, has a band of concentric rings revolving around it made up of tiny rocks and pieces of ice, and it has 62 moons of Saturn. Titan is the largest one, has a major atmosphere, complex organic chemistry and ice volcanoes. Rhea may have its own ring system. Enceladus, mission to Saturn, Cassini, Huygens. Now the Uranus, discovered by Sir William Herschel. It is also known as blue-green in color. Third biggest planet of the solar system, composed of hydrogen, helium, water, ammonia, methane. It is tilted sideways so that its poles lie where most other planets have their equators. Has faint ring, has 27 known moons, 5 main: Miranda, Ariel, Umbriel, Titania, Oberon. Spacecraft flyby, Voyager 2. Now the Neptune, discovered by mathematical predictions and disturbances in Uranus orbit. First proposed by Alexis Bobbard and first observed by Johann Gell. Farthest planet from the Sun, primarily composed of hydrogen, helium, nitrogen, water, ammonia, methane. It is blue in color because of methane, has a storm called Great Dark Spot, has 14 known moons. Tritron is the largest one. Spacecraft flyby, Voyager 2. Now the last one, though this is not last one, already discussed last one, Pluto. Used to be the 9th planet, demoted to status of dwarf planet, icy and cold, has 5 moons: Charon, Styx, Nix, Kerberos and Hydra. Now let's look some meaningful sorry guys for the disturbances, some technical issue arises. Okay, let's look. Asteroid, almost like planet but smaller in size, not spherical in appearance, revolve around the sun. Most of them are found in a belt between Mars and Jupiter. The largest asteroid in the asteroid belt is Ceres. Now meteorites. Meteorites are formed due to the collision between asteroids. They are fragments of rock floating about in space. Sometimes they come across Earth and fall into the Earth's atmosphere. That's when they become meteors or shooting stars. We also call them shooting stars. We also call them Ulka. Most of these meteors can't reach Earth's surface and burn up in the atmosphere due to the friction with air. The meteors that do not reach the Earth's atmosphere are known as meteorites. Here is also a picture, you can see this for your reference. Now about comets. Comets are teeny, icy and rocky bodies that travel in highly elliptical orbit around the sun. When they pass closest to the sun, the water and the gases heat up. This leads to the formation of a tail behind the rocky core in the direction opposite to the sun. Most famous comet is Halley's Comet, which appears after every 75 to 76 years. and it was last appeared in the year 1986, and next appearance will be in the year 2061. So these are some quick facts about the solar system and planets. Now let us look into some important questions. Best question of all time. You can expect some questions from this section. It's assurance from my side. So let's look the question. Which star is at the center of our solar system? You all know this. Sun. What is the diameter of Sun? 8,65,374 mile. What percent of solar system's mass does Sun hold? 99.8%. How many stars are there in the Milky Way? More than 100 billion. When was Sun born? Roughly about 4.6 billion years ago. What is the distance between the Sun and the Earth? 92960,000. Sun's chemical composition, as I have already told you, 71% of hydrogen, 26.5% of helium, and 2.5% of other natural elements. How much time does Sun take to reach Earth? About 8 minutes. Which planet is nearest to the Earth? That is Mercury. Which planet is also known as morning star or evening star? Venus. What is the diameter of Mercury? 3032 miles. 8479 km. What is the diameter of Venus? 7521 miles. What is the diameter of Earth? 7918 miles. What is the diameter of Mars? 4212 miles. What is the diameter of Jupiter? 86881 miles. What is the diameter of Saturn? 120536 kilometer. What is the diameter of Uranus? 31518 miles. What is the diameter of Neptune? 30599 miles. What is the diameter of Pluto? 2360, that is 2360 kilometer. Which is the largest planet in our solar system? That is Jupiter. Which planet has the most moon? The planet with the most number of moon is Jupiter with a number of 66 moons. Which planet is closest to the Sun? That is Mercury. Which is the hottest planet in the solar system? That is Venus. Which planet have rings around them? Saturn, Jupiter, Uranus, and Neptune. Which is the coldest and smallest of all planets? That is Pluto, though we do not consider Pluto anymore as a planet. Which star is called Earth's satellite? That is Moon. What is the average distance of Moon from Earth? That is 238,855 kilometer. That is 238,855 miles. What is the age of Moon? About 4.527 billion years. What is the orbital period of Moon? That is 27 days. What is the circumference of Moon? That is 6,784 miles. Which planet has the most volcano? That is Venus. Which planet do not have moons? Mercury and Venus. How much larger the Sun is than Earth? That is 3 lakh times. When the Halley's comet will be visible from Earth again? That is in the year 2061. What is the surface temperature of Venus? About 450 degrees Celsius. When was the solar system formed? Around 4.6 billion years ago. A person who weighs 200 pounds on Earth, what would be weight on the surface of Mars? About 76 pounds. Which planet spins backward relative to the others? Venus. This question is very important. When was the first man-made object sent to the space? That is in the year 7. Name the Jupiter's 4th biggest moons. Europa, Ganymede, Callisto, and Lu. When do we have high and low tides? Why do we have high and low tides? Because of the Sun and Moon's gravity. Where is the edge of space located? 100 kilometers above sea level. What is an astronaut employed by the Russian Federal spacecraft called cosmonaut? Who was the first person to reach space? Yuri Gagarin in the 1960s. Who was the first woman to reach space? That is Valentina Tereshkova in the year 1963. Name 5 recognized dwarf planets: Pluto, Ceres, Eris, Makemake, and Haumea. The moon orbits the earth every 27.3 days. Who was the first person to set foot on the moon? That is Neil Armstrong in the year 1969. What was the average surface temperature of the moon? About 107 degrees Celsius during day and minus 153 degrees Celsius night. When does a lunar eclipse occur? When Earth is between the sun and the moon. At how much speed moon moves across the sun? 2250 km per hour. How long a solar eclipse can last? About 7.5 minutes. What is the equatorial circumference of Earth? That is 40,030 km. What is the Earth's surface temperature? About minus 88 to 58 degrees Celsius. When was Earth formed? Approximately about 4.54 billion years ago. How many natural satellites of Earth are there? One, that is moon. What is the notable satellite of Mars? Phobos and Deimos. Which planet has approximately the same land masses as Earth? That is Mars. What are the notable satellites of Pluto? Charon, Nix, Hydra, Kerberos and Styx. When was the Pluto reclassified from the planet to a dwarf planet? This question is very important in the end, 2006. How many stars are there in Andromeda galaxy? About 1 trillion. At which speed Andromeda galaxy is approaching the Milky Way? At approximately 100 to 140 kilometers per second. So these are the some important questions. So thanks for watching and please support us, that is STUDY247, and I have prepared this video based on the new syllabus, and these questions are very important for any type of exam. You can expect at least 3 to 4 questions from this session, and you can join or enroll in our WhatsApp group, and if you need any study materials according to the latest syllabus of the TPSC, you can mail us or you can contact us. So thanks for watching. Have a great time. Have a great day.